Hi guys, welcome to Talk with Nick again. This is the video for my series PhD in Study Abroad, and in this video I'm going to share my experience of how I got my PhD scholarship in Canada. And this video will be divided into three parts. The number one, how I contacted the supervisor and how I approached her for my PhD scholarship. The second one will be about the organization and the total amount of funding and how the scholarships in Canada work. The third one is the basics of the duration and what are the conditions and the requirements to complete your PhD in Canada. Alright guys, so let me share how I approached my supervisor. And if you have not watched my previous video about my PhD scholarship in Spain, then please go and check the description link. You will get an idea about my past experience of my PhD scholarship in Spain and why I left my PhD in Spain and moved to Canada. So what happened is, I have approached this supervisor back in 2017 when I was trying to apply for a PhD scholarship, and I got this opportunity to interact with this supervisor in that time period. But I was not able to get the scholarship which we were applying with the supervisor. I was applying for Ph.D. scholarship, and we didn't win that scholarship in year 2017. And then after that I moved to Spain for 1 year and I left my PhD there. And in the same time period, in August 2018, I got one more opportunity to interact with the supervisor via Skype, and I approached her for my PhD proposal, and she said yes, she's interested to hire me for this PhD project. And I applied for this PhD application and I got selected for the scholarship. So it's quite interesting to see that how you can interact with the supervisor back in 2017 and how you can land a PhD position in 2019. So I'm over here, I want to make a point that please make your networking strong, because you never know how you're going to get connected with people all around the world. And it's very easy to interact with people these days through email, through LinkedIn, and through various other social media sites where you can meet like-minded people. Now let me tell you a little bit about my PhD funding. It comes from a Mitacs Accelerate program. What is a Mitacs Accelerate program? It's an industrial academic complex. And what happens in this kind of a program is that 50% of the funding comes from Mitacs, which is one of the biggest non-profit organizations in Canada. And 50% of the funding comes from an industry with whom you are doing the collaboration and your research project. What is the total amount of research funding that you get for your PhD is almost $24,000 to $25,000 per year, and this PhD funding is available for 3 years. That means for your 3 years of PhD funding will be around $25,000, around 25,000 into 3, that is almost $75,000 for 3 years. The general duration of PhD completion in Canada is 3 years, and you have to complete your PhD in 3 years. But from what I know from my personal experience and from other student experience, it is not possible to complete PhD in 3 years. There are some ups and downs during the PhD, which we will talk later in our next videos. But even if you're not able to complete your PhD in 3 years, you can apply for external funding, which you can get from different public and non-public organizations in Canada. And you can use my experience as a template to file your application process in Canada and get some success. I hope you find it useful. Thank you very much.